Hi everyone, thank you for being watching us. Right now I want to share with you really important content. Why it's so important to have really good image and personal brand. And I am here with an expert about this subject. Lani Grass, thank you for being with us. What is the difference between image and personal brand?
Okay, great. That's a great question. I get asked that a lot. So an image is an actual physical representation of you. So if you were to look at yourself in the mirror, that's your image. If you were to close your eyes and envision yourself, like in a snapshot, or in other people when they envision you, that's your image.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
A personal brand has a lot more to do with emotions. Okay, it has to do with how others perceive you, how you make them feel in your interactions with them, either directly or indirectly. It's the feeling they get when they think about you. So you can think about someone, maybe a celebrity that you admire, and you can think about how you feel inside when you think about this person. So a good example is like Oprah Winfrey. She's one of my favorites.
Oh, okay. So the way that we think and see her
Yes.
in the magazines or television is her personal brand.
Right.
Okay.
She makes you feel a certain way when her name comes up.
Okay.
That's her personal brand.
Okay, a great example. And all this about image and personal brand is only for business owners, entrepreneurs, or celebrities?
No, not at all. I mean, we have personal brand whether you know it or not. It's for everyone. And as time goes on, we learn about we define more of our lives. And a personal brand can also be called a legacy.
Okay.
Okay. So a lot of people think about someone that had passed on, maybe a loved one or a friend or somebody that you don't know anymore, and they have a legacy, right? It's how you feel when you think about them, So everybody can be concerned about this. It's really important for all of us.
Okay, that is great, and I love your example because I think everyone have someone that just passed, and we have our memories about that person, and that is really good, and that is their personal brand.
Right.
And why we should take care of our personal brand?
Okay. Well, like I said before, you have a personal brand. Whether or not you know what it is, you have one already. If you don't take charge of it, then it's going to be based on the popular perception of you. Okay, because we all have one whether or not we know what it is. So it's much better for you to take charge of it, and there's a lot of ways you can do that. By your actions, by social media, by being consistent, by being aware of it, for starters.
Okay, and why is so important to have a good image?
Okay, well, image is hugely important also, but probably not in the way you're thinking. Okay, so image is important in the way that humans use first impressions to make judgments about each other. Okay, first impressions are hugely important, as we know. So if you ask a psychologist, a seminar leader, writers, you'll read consistently that you have about 7 to 17 seconds to make a first impression.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Not much time.
No.
Actually, there's an article in USA Today that states you only have 3 to 5 seconds to make that first impression.
Oh my goodness.
But that it can take a whole career to undo that.
Wow. Okay.
So it's basically what humans use as a shortcut to decide whether they want to work with you, like you, or what have you.
Okay. Yeah. So what are the ways that we can improve our image and personal brand? And maybe you can give us some tips.
Okay. Well, let's start with image. So image is a great place to start. So the first step is to be aware of your image. Okay, aware of what you look like. So think about where you're going. Plan your day. If you're going to be going somewhere and you want to make a good first impression, then put some effort into it. Dress. I always tell my clients to dress one step more formal than their colleagues and peers. Okay. They're going to make a good impression somewhere, right?
Yeah, I love that tip, yeah.
So when, a lot of us think, what am I going to wear to this? Well, if you're ever in doubt, dress one more step more formal. Okay?
Good tip.
The other tip would be on image is to put some effort into it. Think about getting a great haircut. Think about wearing some makeup, looking polished. People, because let's go back to first impressions, people, they'll make their judgments on you based on first impressions.
Yeah.
So if you look polished and you look great, they're going to assume, okay, well this person, like Isa always looks great. So people can make the assumption that Isa puts extra effort into her projects, okay? And that's what people will think.
Okay.
The other stuff that's really important about image is to be friendly, okay? So that's something, if it isn't common for you to feel that way every day and be in a great mood, that's a mindset you need to give yourself every day before you walk out the door. So make that conscious decision to be friendly. So think, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to be outgoing and friendly. I'm going to start conversations with people. I'm going to smile.
Smile is really, really important. I always tell that. Start your day with a smile and end your day with a smile. That will make you feel much better to you and the rest of the people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's really important. For personal branding, what ways to improve that? First step is to be aware of your personal brand, like we talked about. You don't want it to be just the popular perception, so be aware of who you want to be, and actively act like that. Be consistent with it. Strive to be consistent with your personal brand every day. Okay. Keeping that in mind, you need to be, your image and your brand have to be cohesive. Okay. That's really important for credibility. Let me tell you a true story. Okay, so when I was in college, there was a boy that walked around, and he had so much self-confidence. He would just walk up to anybody and just say hi and introduce himself and offer to buy snacks. He just wasn't afraid of anything. But the problem is nobody could take him seriously because he had on purple overalls. And he wore purple overalls almost every day. I don't know if it's the same ones or not, but it seemed like it was. But the problem was he didn't wear a shirt under the overalls. Wow. So it was just the overalls. Wow. And at that point, it doesn't matter what he says. It takes away all his credibility because it was totally, incohesive to his personality. We had no idea what he was all about. Yeah. So it's really important, for your credibility to think about those things. That you need your image, outer image, and your brand needs to be cohesive so others will learn to trust you.
Okay, yeah, it's a really good story. I love it because it is true. You have to match your mind with your external image. You have to match it, and if it is in your mind, you can do it. You have to be all complete, not just one thing at a time. You have to be, it's exactly a complete package. I love it. And guys, please, please, and girls, put a little bit of attention on this kind of stuff. Good. How do you teach all these information to your clients?
Well, what I do is I go into a lot more detail. Like I said, we start with, their outer image, their personal image. So I'll go into their closet and they'll do a wardrobe audit, and I'll figure out, we figure out together the look that they want and actually help them achieve that. So in the end, they do have the outer image they want, but also, they have they're working on their personal brand. And I do a lot of imagery with that to help them achieve this. So actually we can do one now.
Oh, sounds good, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So think about yourself. Think about you
let's
at the
close,
end.
Let's close the eyes and image ourselves in the end of the...
Relax.
Yes.
Think about yourself at the end of your life. Think about it as you're laying there and maybe you're close to dying and you have your loved ones around you, you have your close friends, and you're thinking, what do I want to be known for? What do I want my loved ones to remember me by? What projects, what do I want them to feel when they think about me? Okay. At that point, write those down. Actually, write down the characteristics on a piece of paper. Post them where you can see them every day.
Okay.
And use that
as a guide.
As a guide to live by.
Yeah, that is a really good sample. We, as a coach, personal coach, life coach, I see that example really often with my clients, and this is really important that you take care of that mind goal. You have to have it in your mind. You have to use it really often. You have to be consistent, as you said. You have to be taking care of that as a complete image of yourself, not just your outside. It's also your mind. It's really important about that. Okay, great. And so in the end of your services, your clients, what they can achieve with you?
Okay, well, what they'll walk out with is actually the outer image that they were working on, which makes everyone really excited. The thing they're most excited about. They'll also have the idea in their mind what they want their brand to be. And they're given the blueprint and basically the templates in order to achieve those goals for themselves. And since they'll have the practical experience during the coaching program, they'll actually gain the ability and skills to be able to do that for themselves in the future.
Awesome, that is so great. And so if someone it is watching us is really interested in talk to you and be asking a little bit of questions about your services, how they can find you?
You can go to my website. I have a great style blog on there. You can go to www.backstagewithlani.com, or you can find me on Facebook, and I have a lot of style and confidence tips on there that you can get for free, and you do a search for Backstage, LLC.
Awesome. And so guys, if you are interested in improve your image mentally and physically, please call any one of us, expert Lani Grass in image and a life coach, and please go to the websites and go to the Facebook and post questions if you have them, and post anything you are wondering, and let us help you. That is our main goal, help you to find better, to feel better with yourself and also outside, and reach all your goals. So thank you for being watching us, and I hope you like this video, and keep watching. Thank you. Thank you, Lani.
Thanks, Isa.